Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, it's Make a Card Monday, and have you ever seen a card like this? Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you guys so much, so very much for the wonderful ways in which you support me and my channel. Here in the U.S., it's our week of Thanksgiving, but I'm thankful every day for the wonderful opportunities I have to spend time with you guys and to craft with you and to make and meet new friends. Thank you so much for helping me to enjoy a positive experience on YouTube. Today, we are going to be making this. Now, is it a card? Is it a box? Is it both? We'll find out because I'm going to give you a closer look in just a minute. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So here is a closer look at today's awesome project. When finished and folded, it measures 4 by 5 by ½ inch. I am going to go ahead and just untie the ribbon so that you can see how gorgeous this is. It is a bifold. So it opens like this, and then that top opens. So what we have is a nice size box that you can put all types of goodies in. Then we have some pockets here on the side, so we're able to tuck in some gift cards or cut aparts, cash, whatever it is you might want to put in here. And this is a very cute way to make an all-in-one card and box set. So here is what you're going to need to make it. So here's what's amazing about this project. If you didn't want to add any decorations or stickers or anything to your project, you can actually make the box with the fold over from one sheet of 12 by 12 paper. We won't be joining papers together. We are going to score in certain places and then cut, and that is how we'll create that fold. But if you do want to get a look similar to the one that I have here, I'm taking advantage of some scraps. So I'm going to be using some 1/4 inch scrap pieces that are at least, these are probably cut at about 7 inches long, but yours don't have to be. Then I have a piece that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then I have 2 more scrap pieces that are 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. And then I'll be using some cut aparts and stickers, but you can literally consider this a one sheet wonder because you can make this box with the fold over with one sheet of 12 by 12. On one of the 12-inch sides, we're going to score at 3, at 3 1/2, and at 4. Then we're going to rotate it to that opposite 12-inch side, and we're going to score again at 3, 3 1/2, and 4. Then we're going to turn it to the 12-inch side where we haven't made our scores yet, and we're going to score at 5, at 5 1/2, at 10 1/2, and at 11. So let's just fold and burnish all of the scores. They don't all need to be folded and burnished, but we're going to go ahead and do them all anyway, because once we put down those stabilizer pieces, you won't even notice that we have those score marks there. So I am going to bring in my pen so that I can show you what I'm about to do right now. We're going to have a score mark right here. This is the score mark that we made at 3. So I am going to take my finger blade and I'm going to go all the way up to that second score mark, and I'm going to cut straight down here at the bottom. And you know it's the bottom because we have our fold over flaps at the top. So now that we have this piece like this, we're going to have tabs right in here in this section. we're going to go ahead and free those tabs. Y'all, this is not a complicated craft. It's just a different kind of craft. So now we can fold that in. We're going to reduce that in size and angle that and angle that. So right now, your piece is going to look like this. So we're going to go ahead and just leave this the way it is, and then we do the same thing on this side. So where we have that first score mark in the long direction, we go up to the second score mark that's running this way, and we're going to cut straight down and fold that up. Then we're going to go ahead and just free that tab that's here in the center. So right now you're working with a piece that if you unfolded it, it's going to look like this. So you'll see where you made your cuts. And if you need to pause the video and go back and forth to watch this process, it's a new one. So please go back and do that. If you need to slow down the speed of the video, you can also do that as well. So now we're going to take it like this, and we're going to rotate it. I'm just going to move these out of my way, because what I want to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and free this fold right here. So let's go to the second score mark, drag straight down, and now we've freed the fold in flap, and then we'll have a score mark right here that we're going to cut. We can reduce it. And we can angle in on that tab. So what we did over here, we're also going to do over here. So let's go to that second score mark, drag straight down, reduce it, and angle, and angle. So now we're going to have these tabs right here. We need to get rid of them all together. So I am just going to do a slight angle in and remove this tab. Same thing here. I'll do a slight angle and remove this tab. And now your piece will look like this. So I am just going to take these two flaps here at the top, and I'm just going to angle a little bit because we're going to fold these over. And y'all, I know that this is a new process, so please make sure that you're using some practice paper, and just make sure that if you need to go back and look at how this actually looks at this point, that you do. So now I'm just going to take some glue, put some glue right there, and we're going to fold that over. That's why when I said some of those score marks that we make really don't matter, because with the glue we can kind of straighten out those score marks. So now that we have this like this, I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors and round this piece. I might even reduce this in size a little bit if it gives me any trouble when I'm trying to fold it in. So here's how it looks now. So we're going to take this piece right here, and this is how we create our pockets. All I'm going to do is use my scissors and eyeball where I want that pocket to be. So that pocket's going to be like that, and I'll do the same thing over here. I'm just going to eyeball where I want the pocket to be, and I might go back and make some adjustments to the pocket, but I am just free cutting these pockets. So I'll fold that up, and I'm okay with how that looks. So this is how your piece is going to look right now. You're going to have these two sections here that will be folding in to create the box. you're going to have your pockets right here, however you choose to make them. And then for me, I'm just going to take this piece that measures 3 7/8 by 4 7/8, and I'm going to put that down right here. So I'm very close to the score mark, and I'll do the same thing with that second piece of 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. I'm just adding some tape. This is going to help me get that look that I want. And I'm going to place it right there. So you actually have very little showing there at the top. But now when we fold up, we have those sweet little pockets that we wanted. I am going to adjust this one in size just a little bit, not a lot. So I can fold it up like that. I'm going to take my glue, place my glue right here on the end, fold it up, and there's my pocket. Same thing over here. Fold up. And there's my pocket. So this is how my piece looks right now. So now we're able to take this, add a little glue to these tabs. Then I'm going to add glue to this back flap here. And then all we do is fold up, making sure that we are inside the score marks so that we will be able to fold over those outer flaps. So I am just finagling a little bit, and you want to make sure that you have a nice stick on this. And there is our box and our card. Easy peasy. Now I'm just going to take these little strips and we're going to put it across the score mark there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to that score mark that's showing. We're going to take this piece and put it down. That just helps to cover the score mark, and plus it helps us to use up some of our scraps. Trim off that end. Do the same thing here. Add some glue. Take this piece of scrap, put it right there. Get it nice and stuck. Then I'm just going to go over these pieces with my big old spatula to make sure that they are nice and stuck. And already, even without me adding anything, this has gotten to be so cute. But we have score marks here on the front. I am just going to take my glue, run a bead of glue along the score mark on the front. Then I'm going to take another one of my red little strips, and I'm going to place that strip to cover the score mark. So now I can put that down, and I'm just going to make sure that I have a good stick, and then I'll trim off my excess. Do the same thing on this side. There's a score that's there. I'm just going to add some glue so that I can hide that. Take another one of those scrap pieces that I cut. You don't have to do this. You might be okay with having the score mark show. It is completely up to you. I am going to trim away that piece. And so now that our piece looks like this, I am just going to do some very light decorating, because we can actually consider this done if you want. But I'm going to add just a little decorative element to mine using stickers and cut aparts. So I have a 3x4 sticker. I am adding it to a 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch cut apart, and I'm going to place that down just like that. So let's go ahead and take some glue. And we're going to place that right there. Then I'm just going to bring in a few little stickers. Place one right there that says Merry Christmas. And this one says Happy Holidays. And I'm going to take a couple of these little buttons, put them right there to fill in the hole here. Take this one that says Holly Jolly. We're going to put it there. I'm going to take this one that says Joy, and then this one that says Christmas Memories. Put it right there, and y'all can see just how easy this is. It might have looked complicated in the scoring and cutting process, but just go back, have a look at it, and you'll see that it's a very easy process. I am going to take a couple of my cut aparts, put cut aparts in this pocket, and then a couple of cut aparts in this pocket. So you can see that if you wanted to add some gift cards, you certainly can, because this is perfect for that. Then I'm just going to add something here and something here. So I think what I'm going to do on the front is just add this Happy Christmas and Father Christmas. Then on this piece, I am just going to take this little sticker here, and then on the back, I think I want to add just Happy Holidays. I'm going to put that at the bottom. And so to close it, we simply fold in like this, and then fold in this flap. I can see that my flap is too wide, so it's going to give me some problems as I try to fold it in. So I am going to reduce my flap a little bit. So if you want to reduce yours, you can. Mine was just a little bit too wide and it wouldn't go in. So if that happens to you, go ahead and just reduce it in size and make it work. So now we should be able to close this like that, fold that over, and tuck it in. And y'all, there we have another beautiful all-in-one card box. So I'm just going to open it so that you can see one more time. Look at how fun and festive that is. Very, very easy to make. Didn't take much. I used scraps for all of my background, and then I used some cut aparts. So y'all, this really didn't take much at all. I am going to go ahead and just close this and show you how I would present something like this. All I'm going to do is just tie mine off with some ribbon. You can create a belly band if you want. You can use some twine. I am just going to tie a bow. I'm going to leave the bow alone, I think. And now we have a really cute way to give a card to someone that is also a box, and you're able to put in those chocolates, the teas, the little packets of coffee that are flat packed. You can put in gift cards. You can put in cash. So many little things that you can do. You can write a note on one of the cut aparts and make that your Christmas message. Y'all, I'm going to bring that first one back in so that you can see all of this fabulous, fabulous goodness. Do not let the cutting and scoring process intimidate you at all. It's just a new process. Watch the video a couple of times and then attempt it with some scrap paper. And I know that, like me, when you make that first one, you're going to love this. Decorate yours as much or as little as you like. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, now is the time to subscribe. I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.